I've been standing in the middle of a storm I can't control, trying to hold the pieces of my trembling soul. The winds are loud, the thunder shakes my chest, and fear is fighting hard to steal my rest. I've been trying to breathe through waves too strong, wondering how much longer I can hold on. Everything around me shaking like it's breaking apart, and I'm trying not to drown in the thoughts in my heart. But when the lightning flashes and the darkness screams, I hear your whisper cutting through everything. Don't be afraid, lift your eyes to me. I'm right here in the storm and I'll set you free.
And suddenly the chaos slowly starts to fade. Cause peace steps in like light the darkness can't invade.
You say be still, and the storm inside me loses all its power. The waves fall quiet, the winds bow down and cower. You say be still, and the fear that crushed my lungs lets go. Breathe in peace in a places only you could know. You speak and everything grows calm and real.
All it takes is your voice.
Be still. I thought peace was found only when storms were gone, but now I know peace begins when I lean on the one who stands in the boat when the waves rise high, who commands the ocean and owns the sky. You don't wait for the thunder to die before you speak. You calm storms and souls when our hearts feel weak. The same God who divided seas and shaped the stars is the one who pulls me close and holds my scars. So even when the sky turns black and wild, I'll trust you like a fearless child. Cause you're not shaken by the storm that terrifies me. You sleep through winds that bend the sea.
Peace in the storm,
Not after, not later, right
here in the roar.
Peace in the storm.
Cause you're the God who calms the war. Peace in the storm,
My refuge, my shelter, my defender forevermore. You say be still, and the chaos crumbles at your command. The storm surrenders to your hand. You say be still, and suddenly I'm standing tall again. Not by power, by the whisper of amen. You turned my fear into unshakable will.
all it took was your voice. Be still.
Be still.
Be still. Be still. Be still.
I trust you.
Peace. Peace. Be still.
I've been living in a storm inside my mind. Waves of worry crashing all the time. I've been drowning in the pressure pressing on my chest, trying to catch my breath without knowing how to rest. I've been fighting thoughts that scream louder than truth, memories and fears stealing pieces of my youth. I've been reaching for peace that felt too far away, searching through the darkness for a glimpse of day. Every heartbeat sounded like a thunder roll. Every step I took felt heavy in my soul. But right in the middle of the chaos and noise, I heard a whisper softer than my trembling voice. You're not alone in this, hold tight to me. I'm the calm in the chaos. Suddenly the storm inside
starts losing ground as your peace fills up every empty sound.
You're the calm in the chaos, when the world is shaking underneath my feet, when fear is screaming loud in every heartbeat. You're the calm in the chaos. You silence every voice that tells me I won't make it. You break the chains I thought I couldn't shake it. Your love surrounds me when everything's wild. You speak peace like a father to a frightened child. You're the calm in the chaos. I used to think peace meant life without storms, days without struggle, nights without war. But now I know peace is your presence near, the comfort that whispers louder than fear. Peace is choosing trust when the waves still rise, holding on to hope when tears fill my eyes. Peace is resting in your arms even when I don't see how you turn a storm into a testimony. You lift my chin when I'm too weak to stand. You steady my heart with your gentle hand. You remind me I'm safe even when I shake. That storms only roar, but they don't get to take. Let the winds blow, let the lightning strike. Your peace is stronger than the darkest night. Let the thunder shout, let the oceans roar. My God's still greater, forevermore. You're the calm in the chaos, the anchor holding when the waves hit hard, the healer mending every broken shot. You're the calm in the chaos. Oh, you speak peace into every trembling bone. You turn a battlefield into holy throne. So I'll stand in the storm with lifted eyes, 'cause peace lives here where your presence lies. Calm in the chaos. Trust you, peace is here. I've been standing on shaking ground I thought would swallow me whole, trying to keep my balance with the waves pulling on my soul. I've been fighting through the pressure that pressed against my mind, trying to hold on to peace I couldn't seem to find. I watched dreams crack under the weight of fear. I felt hope fading when storms drew near. I've cried prayers buried under thunder and rain, begging for relief from the ache and the strain. But right there when the wind was loudest and the night fell long, I felt your presence steadying me strong. You whisper you're not sinking, you're not alone. Hold on to me, I'll anchor you through every storm. And suddenly the waves that once terrified my heart lost the power to bite, they're tearing apart. 'Cause when everything around me shakes and breaks, your love's the ground that never quakes. You're the anchor of my soul, holding steady when the storm rolls in, keeping me standing when the waves begin. You're the anchor of my soul, unmoving when the world spins out of control. My shelter when the winds take their toll. No matter how high the storm winds blow, you're the anchor of my soul.
I used to think stability was found in stopping the storm, but now I know peace is standing when the sky is still torn. It's trusting that the one who commands the seas holds my heart with hands that never release. You're the constant when emotions rise like lightning strikes. You're the calm beneath the chaos, the strength that fights. You pull me closer when the tide tries to drag me under. You speak louder than a rumbling thunder.
Every time I thought I'd break apart again, you lifted me with grace I couldn't comprehend. And now I'm rooted deeper than the ocean floor, stronger than the storms that shook me before. You're forever in control, the anchor holding every piece of
My soul.
You're the anchor of my soul. When the sky turns black and the winds won't cease, you wrap around me like a mantle of peace. You're the anchor of my soul. No wave can pull me from the place I stand, 'cause I'm held firm in your mighty hand. Through every battle, every rise and fall, you're the anchor of my soul. The anchor of my soul. You're the anchor.
I'm safe, I'm whole. You're the anchor.
I remember nights when I couldn't breathe, when fear wrapped tight and refused to leave. I remember shaking hands and a trembling heart, wondering if the breaking would ever depart. I've walked through storms that try to tear me apart, waves crashing loud like war inside my heart. Lightning struck places hope used to live, thunder stole strength I didn't have to give.
But you stepped in like light in the midnight sky. You lifted my head and taught me how to fly.
You whispered, hold on, peace is on the way. The storm won't last, but my love will stay.
And suddenly the fear that owned my breath lost its grip,
Fading into death.
'cause when you speak, the waves fall silent,
And storms surrender to peace so vibrant. You give me peace like a river, flowing steady when the world shakes wild. Soft and gentle like comfort to a child.
peace like a river.
Running deeper than the wounds I've known, stronger than the battles I've ever shown. You calm the storm inside me forever.
You give me peace. I used to think peace meant storms had to end, blue skies returning, clear days to mend. But now I know peace arrives right in the fight, a holy calm glowing through the night. You were the strength I needed when I felt weak, the voice of truth that fear couldn't speak. You were the anchor when everything shook,
The steady hand that never once forsook.
and now the waves that once swallowed me whole, now bow beneath the peace that guards my soul. I'll never be the same after what you've done, 'cause peace rose like morning after night was won. Like a river, wide and free, overflowing endlessly. Like a river, strong and deep, calming oceans that once made me weak. Flow through me, wash over me. Peace like a river, eternally.
You give me peace like a river, pouring over every broken part, restoring rhythm to my weary heart.
Peace like a river,
Rising higher than the fear I knew, flowing stronger than the storms I came through. Now I'll stand and sing forever, 'cause you gave me peace.
like a river,
control, trying to hold the pieces of my trembling soul. The winds are loud, the thunder shakes my chest, and fear is fighting hard to steal my rest. I've been trying to breathe through waves too strong, wondering how much longer I can hold on. Everything around me shaking like it's breaking apart, and I'm trying not to drown in the thoughts in my heart. But when the lightning flashes and the darkness screams, I hear your whisper cutting through everything. Don't be afraid, lift your eyes to me. I'm right here in the storm and I'll set you free. And suddenly the chaos slowly starts to fade. Peace steps in like a light that darkness can't invade. You say be still, and the storm inside me loses all its power. The waves fall quiet, the winds bow down and cower. You say be still, and the fear that crushed my lungs lets go. Breathing peace into places only you could know. You speak and everything grows calm and real. All it takes is your voice. Be still.
I thought peace was found only when storms were gone, but now I know peace begins when I lean on the one who stands in the boat when the waves rise high, who commands the ocean and owns the sky. You don't wait for the thunder to die before you speak. You calm storms and souls when our hearts feel weak. The same God who divided seas and shaped the stars is the one who pulls me close and holds my scars. So even when the sky turns black and wild, I'll trust you like a fearless child. 'Cause you're not shaken by the storm that terrifies me.
Peace in the storm, not after, not later, right here in the roar. Peace in the storm, 'cause you're the God who calms the war. Peace in the storm, my refuge, my shelter, my defender forevermore.
Be still, and the chaos crumbles at your command. The storm surrenders to your hand. You say be still, and suddenly I'm standing tall again. Not by power, by the whisper of amen. To turn my fear into unshakable will. All it took was your voice. Be still.
I've been living in a storm inside my mind, waves of worry crashing all the time. I've been drowning in the pressure pressing on my chest, trying to catch my breath without knowing how to rest. I've been fighting thoughts that scream louder than truth, memories and fears stealing pieces of my youth. I've been reaching for peace that felt too far away, searching through the darkness for a glimpse of day. Every heartbeat sounded like a thunder roll. Every step I took felt heavy in my soul. But right in the middle of the chaos and noise, I heard a whisper softer than my trembling voice. You're not alone in this, hold tight to me. I'm the calm in the chaos you can't see. And suddenly the storm inside starts losing ground as your peace fills up every empty sound. You're the calm in the chaos, when the world is shaking underneath my feet, when fear is screaming loud in every heartbeat. You're the calm in the chaos, You silence every voice that tells me I won't make it. You break the chains I thought I couldn't shake it. Your love surrounds me when everything's wild. You speak peace like a father to a frightened child. You're the calm in the chaos. I used to think peace meant life without storms, days without struggle, nights without war. But now I know peace is your presence near, the comfort that whispers louder than fear. Peace is choosing trust when the waves still rise, holding on to hope when tears fill my eyes. Peace is resting in your arms even when I don't see how you turn a storm into a testimony. Ooh, yeah. You lift my chin when I'm too weak to stand. You steady my heart with your gentle hand. You remind me I'm safe even when I shake. That storms only roar, but they don't get to take. Let the winds blow, let the lightning strike. Your peace is stronger than the darkest night. Let the thunder shout, let the oceans roar. My God's still greater forevermore. You're the calm in the chaos, the anchor holding when the waves hit hard, the healer mending every broken shot. You're the calm in the chaos. Oh, you speak peace into every trembling bone. You turn a battlefield into holy throne. So I'll stand in the storm with lifted eyes, 'cause peace lives here where your presence lies. Calm in the chaos. I trust you. Peace is here. Peace is here. Calm in the chaos. I trust you. Peace is here. Yeah. I've been standing on shaking ground I thought would swallow me whole, trying to keep my balance with the waves pulling on my soul. I've been fighting through the pressure that pressed against my mind, trying to hold on to peace I couldn't seem to find. I watched dreams crack under the weight of fear. I felt hope fading when storms drew near. I've cried prayers buried under thunder and rain, begging for relief from the ache and the strain. But right there, when the wind was loudest and the night felt long, I felt your presence steady in me strong. You whisper you're not sinking, you're not alone. Hold on to me, I'll anchor you through every storm. And suddenly the waves that once terrified my heart lost their power, their bite to tearing apart. 'Cause when everything around me shakes and breaks, your love's the ground that never quakes. You're the anchor of my soul, holding steady when the storm rolls in, keeping me standing when the waves begin. You're the anchor of my soul, unmoving when the world spins out of control. My shelter when the winds take their toll. No matter how high the storm winds blow, you're the anchor of my soul. I used to think stability was found in stopping the storm, but now I know real peace is standing when the sky's still torn. It's trusting that the one who commands the seas holds my heart with hands that never release. You're the constant when emotions rise like lightning strikes. You're the calm beneath the chaos, the strength that fights. You pull me closer when the tide tries to drag me under. You speak louder than the rumbling thunder. Every time I thought I'd break apart again, you lifted me with grace I couldn't comprehend. And now I'm rooted deeper than the ocean floor, stronger than the storms that shook me before. Waves crash, you hold, night falls, you guard, fear screams, you You're the anchor of my soul. When the sky turns black and the winds won't cease, you wrap around me like a mantle of peace.
You're the anchor of my soul.
No wave can pull me from the place I stand, 'cause I'm held firm in your mighty hand.
Through every battle, every rise and fall, you're the anchor.
The anchor of my soul. You're the anchor.
You're the anchor.
The anchor of my soul.
I'm held, I'm safe, I'm whole. You're the anchor of my soul.
I remember nights when I couldn't breathe, yeah. When fear wrapped tight and refused to leave, yeah. I remember shaking hands and a trembling heart, yeah. Wondering if the breaking would ever depart. I've walked through storms that tried to tear me apart, waves crashing loud like war inside my heart. Lightning struck places hope used to live, thunder stole strength I didn't have to give. But you stepped in like light in the midnight sky. You lifted my head and taught me how to fly. You whispered, hold on, peace is on the way. The storm won't last, but my love will stay. And suddenly the fear that owned my breath lost its grip, fading into death.
When you speak, the waves fall silent, and storms surrender to peace so vibrant.
You give me peace like a river, flowing steady when the world shakes wild.
Soft and gentle like comfort to a child.
Peace like a river, running deeper than the wounds I've known, stronger than the battles I've ever shown. You calm the storm inside me forever. You give me peace like a river. I used to think peace meant storms had to end, blue skies returning, clear days to mend. But now I know peace arrives right in the fight, a holy calm glowing through the night. You were the strength I needed when I felt weak, the voice of truth that fear couldn't speak. You were the anchor when everything shook, the steady hand never once forsook. And now the waves that once swallowed me whole now bow beneath the peace that guards my soul. I'll never be the same after what you've done, 'cause peace rose like morning after night was won. Like a river, wide and free, overflowing endlessly. Like a river, strong and deep, calming oceans that once made me weep. Flow through me, wash over me. Peace like a river eternally. You give me peace like a river, pouring over every broken part, restoring rhythm to my weary heart. Peace like a river, rising higher than the fear I knew, flowing stronger than the storms I came through. Now I'll stand and sing forever.